Hello and welcome back to the next episode of my Amnesia playthrough. Last time we found out a little bit about ourselves, and we are currently standing before a large rosewood door bearing a mottled brass nameplate declaring this to be the All Faith Chapel. And apparently our bride-to-be is inside. Let's go. I think, if I remember correctly, I backtracked a few steps because when you save it, it wipes the text on the screen, and I wanted it to be there when I started again. So we're just going to start as we go into the chapel. You enter the chapel, which is dim and fragrant with a mingled scents of flowers and candle wax. It seems to be deserted. Okay, let's look around. Okay, 20 feet square, windowless, with a high coppered ceiling and terracotta floor. In the center of the room is a large round slab of marble, too low to dine at, but too high to be a coffee table. Grouped about it on three sides are pews of blonde wood. Behind it is a lectern, candles burned to the sockets, and the general effect is that of a funeral parlor without a corpse. A lovely place to get married. High up on the three walls, forming a kind of frieze, is the All Faith Chapel's chief claim to distinction, a much darkened mural representing all the faiths of mankind worshipping the Supreme Being. Painted, a plaque informs you, in 1938 by Maxwell Parrish. Christ, Moses, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, Martin Luther, and Mary Baker Eddy. Martin Luther, no one worships Martin, whatever. And Mary Baker Eddy, I'm pretty sure, I guess he started the Reformation. Mary Baker Eddy, I think I said last time, started that Christian Science thing. Approach lectern? Oh. Examine lectern. Okay, nothing on it. Examine frieze? Okay, just that. Anything else? Sit in pew. Stand up. I'm now erect. Okay. Leave. Okay. Just as you're about to leave the empty chapel, the door opens behind you, and a woman's voice exclaims, "John, oh my darling, you're here." You spin around to confront the figure of a woman in a bridal gown. It's my wife. She's wearing a floor-length gown of creamed white satin trimmed with lace and taffeta. A veil of yellowed lace obscures her face. She's of average height and a well-proportioned figure. Or a good dressmaker. Really, there's more of the wedding gown and veil in evidence than the woman. "Isn't it wonderful?" she says. "I've always wanted to be married in a full bridal regalia, and even if there isn't a great crowd to see us, it's so much more solemn like this. Oh, my darling, take me in your arms, kiss me, make me yours." Oh, we're going to be so happy in Australia, John. I know we will. It may be hard at first since we don't either of us know anything about sheep ranches, or are they called farms? But we're young and strong and healthy, and our love will see us through the trials. After some moments of amorous silence, Alice, in a strong yet quavery voice, "John, will you marry me now? It's as simple as yes or no." Huh. See, if I'm remembering the flashback from, was it last episode? Maybe, yeah, I think it was last episode. I'm already married. And that presents a bit of an awkward conundrum for me. I don't really want to marry this woman, despite her father being outside to kill me. Well, if he kills me, I get another death recording. So, I kind of would like to see most of him at least once. So let's say, again. "John, please don't abandon me like this. I'll die of shame if you leave me again. Surely, whatever reason you may have for changing your mind, something we can talk about. It's Daddy, isn't it? He's such a bully. But once you get to know him, he's really a sweet person. And in any case, John, once we're in Australia, he won't be able to bother us anymore." Damn. Okay, she throws herself on her knees before you and lifts up her arms. The same gesture in which you see Mary Baker Eddy worshipping the Supreme Being. Ew. Oh, God. Damn. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, so she, dignified manner, she says, okay. She turns to leave and then turns around again to hand you a small blue box bearing the words Tiffany Co. She says with a sad smile, "I almost forgot to give you this. I bought it with your money, so it belongs to you. Until you decide that you want to put it on my finger, will you please take the box?" Yeah, okay. Ew, no. You take a step forward to pursue her and fall to the terracotta floor, tripped by a kneeling pad. As you push yourself up from the dark tiles, a familiar vertigo overcomes you. Your body seems much too heavy a weight for your arms to raise, and you slump to the floor, watching the great octagons of terracotta bend and warp, waver and grow black. Your last conscious thought is that you may be the first bridegroom ever to have fainted when left standing at the altar. Okay, so now am I going to be killed? Are the police going to show up? A dim, faraway voice seems to be telling you to do something, but it is so far away and you are so uncomfortable, and there is a sunset above you, all with stripes of gold and indigo. A white angel floats above you, calling out your name. Look at Angel. The same voice calls to you. It is nearer now, an annoying buzz. You blink your eyes and shift your head, and see a magenta dawn and silhouetting the poplars. Look at poplars. The angel is gone. You wake up with a strange stinging sensation at the side of your head, a pain that seems geometrically precise. You realize that you have been lying on the terracotta tiles for some time, staring in a daze at the two wings. There are flecks of blood in the tiles where you've been laying. That's nice. Look at blood. Stand. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Look around. Okay, leave, I guess. Nothing new. Okay, nothing new. Leave chapel. Crap. Well, I wonder if the guy's still here. Door to the vault. Exit onto 53rd Street, newsstand, and a large curving staircase going to the second floor. Look at newsstand. Oh. Is happy to welcome the Noise Abatement League to the Big Apple. Okay. Okay, so there's a TV and a newsstand. I'm gonna do both. Look at newsstand. Because those seem like the most appropriate things here. Headline on the post is Taxi Strikers Battle Police. Read post. You skim through the news and ads in the paper looking for some hint of who you are, some special knowledge, some keenness of interest or hunger that would be a clue to the life you've forgotten. Page 17. A blurry picture of your scowling... Ew, okay. So, a picture of me. Search continues for escaped convict. Authorities in the metropolitan area continue to look for Xavier Hollings. Xavier Hollings. Wanted in connection with the slaying of a guard while Hollings escaped 2 months ago from a Texas prison. Hollings, sentenced to 2 years of hard labor for possession of illegal substances, is believed to be armed and considered dangerous. Okay, well, that's progress. Our name is Xavier Hollings. There you go. Go to TV. Can't be said, but... Okay, for a caucus of dissident members of the Noise Abatement League is carrying on a rather noisy argument over the league's platform, and the sound of the TV is turned quite low. You see a smiling reporter with a microphone standing outside a large stone building. Momentarily, your attention is diverted by the shouts of the contending factions of the caucus of the Noise Abatement League. When you look back at the TV, you can see your own face on the screen. The hair is shorter, and you seem very unhappy. Small wonder, for this fleeting portrait is framed at the top of the screen by the word "Wanted," and at the bottom of the screen by numerals. You strain to hear the announcer's voice and catch only the end of the report. Killed during his escape from the Texas State Penitentiary. Damn it! Hold up. There we go. It's just a folder that I have to open up to open this with DOSBox. Okay. That shouldn't happen again. Where the prisoner was serving a 2-year sentence for the possession of an illegal substance. He is believed to be armed and should be... Okay, I'm sorry. But if you are only in prison for 2 years... Yes, that's 2 years. Prison sucks. But escaping and killing a guard... You're going to be in there for like 30, 40 years. So, whatever. Okay, well then, what now? Basically, our name is Xavier Hollings. We escaped from Texas Penitentiary, killed a guard, and we're wanted. Okay, what else is in this place? Look look around. Registration desk, newsstand, and then exits. Okay, so basically, okay, no, wait. Entrance to the Rathskeller Bar and Grill. Okay. So basically, we have the desk. Oh, wait, what was this? You notice the bellboy who brought your room receipt in the far corner. He's motioning you to walk over to him. Curious, but he won't. Okay, so we're going to the bellboy. You should be more careful, Mr. Hollings. I mean, you're being kind of conspicuous for a man of the lamb for a murder rap. Police have already been around once showing your picture. You're lucky nobody but me recognized you. But I wouldn't push my luck staying on in... Wasn't it room 1502? Oh, crap. You were too startled to reply, and the bellboy goes on. There was nothing about a reward for turning you in, so I didn't say anything then. I figured I'd wait around and talk to you first. You asshole! I couldn't help but notice that Tiffany bucks. Will you let me have it so I'll forget I ever saw... Well, I didn't save. I kind of want to know what happens if you don't give it to him, but I know that's probably... He's going to go turn me in if I don't, but I don't want to go through that. Damn. Give. Box. Damn. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Hollings, or I guess I should say Mr. Cameron. Thanks a whole lot. I served time in the slammer myself, so I wish you the best of luck. As a friend, I would also suggest that you not go back to your room. They're watching it. Well then. Okay, well. So here's where we are. We did not get married, but we got a ring from our wife-to-be. We learned our name was Xavier Hollings, and that we're on the lam for killing a guard while we escaped prison in Texas. Then we were extorted by the bellboy to give him the ring, which I assume was valuable, to not turn us in. We were also told to not go back to our room. So we will not be going back to our room. Okay, well, I have no idea what to do now. Leave. What? Oh, okay. You exit the Sunderland with the feeling a POW must have when he cuts through the last strands of barbed wire separating him from freedom. It feels great to be a single, faceless, nameless atom among the millions others churning about in the grid of Manhattan streets. It feels safe. Here it is already nighttime, but the sidewalks are still teeming with people, and the streets are heavily trafficked, and bright with the sum total wattage of so many streetlights, headlights, and lighted signs. In the windows of the darkened shopfronts, you see yourself mirrored and feel an utterly inappropriate glow of vanity. The white tux makes you look like a refugee from the chorus line of a 30s musical comedy. In a peculiar way, it serves as camouflage. People stare, but they're staring at the tux, not you. As you approach Fifth Avenue, the brief buoyancy of feeling free gives way to ordinary what now anxieties? You've got no money, no credit card, nowhere to sleep, and no visible means of support. Okay. At the corner, you watch a blind man with a tin cup slowly progress down Fifth Avenue, rattling coins at the milling pedestrians. Most of them are too caught up in their business to even notice the blind man. A few do see him and veer widely around him as though fearing the rattle of his cup. A black man pauses, considers, digs into his pocket, and drops a quarter in the cup. He notices you watching this act of charity, and as he walks away, he says, "There, but for the grace of God, eh?" You nod your head thoughtfully. Okay. So we're on West 53rd Street and Fifth Avenue. On 53rd Street stands the Sunderland Hotel. Across the street, a glass tower rises above the Museum of Modern Art. New York's Big Mama. Sure. Oh, crap. So I guess this is where the game opens up. I don't really want to go back in the hotel since it's being watched. And it appears that I'm going to need to find somewhere to sleep first off. Because it's already nighttime, and that is a thing. So, I guess the first thing to do would be to look around, as always. Okay, so nothing. Shoot. What happens if I beg? What just happened? I got a big dialogue that automatically... Okay, confused looking young man with a sparse mustache comes up to you. "Pardon me, but I'm from out of town," he says in a twangy voice that makes his admission superfluous. And I can't seem to figure out how to get to 1011 4th Avenue. You realize that you have this little round X Street indexer supplied to you by the Sunderland for just this very purpose. Oh, okay. Now, here is something special. What this is when the original game came packaged with a manual that had these numbers as well as phone numbers from the phone book that you were given. I'm sure I could probably examine it, or I should have examined it earlier and written things down, but I have a copy of the manual, so I'm going to go look up this number. I will be right back. Okay, well that was extremely confusing, but I believe the answer is 6. Gosh, thanks, he says, slipping you a dollar bill as he hurries off. Oh, okay, whatever, I have $1. And yet you wish you could, because from somewhere out of your atrophied memory has come a realization of sublime accuracy. The cross... Oh, crap. Oh, well then. Apparently I read that wrong, because that is incorrect. Welp, okay. Sorry, dude, I tried. What happened when I begged? Stop it! Okay. Crap, 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 crap. Okay. Whew. A Puerto Rican teenager with mirror sunglasses appears to be looking around for a place to sit down. You hold your hand and say, "Please, if you can spare any change." Ugh. A plainclothes police officer identifies himself to you with a flash of his badge and explains that you were breaking the law. You assure him you weren't aware of this. He smiles. "Sure, buddy. But now that you've been told, you got no excuse the next time. If I see you panhandling again, you get taken to the station and booked. Capiche?" That's Italian for, do you understand? Okay. So, begging is risky. I don't think I'm going to be doing that again. Walk west? Walk west? Okay, so there's a subway entrance here. I need a map. Jeez. Walk south. Okay. So, north and south are the first number. East and west are the second number. Sure. Walk south. Walk south. Radio City Music Hall. Best legs in the world. Sure, whatever. I have to admit, at this point, I am simply guessing. I have no idea what to do. Subway entrance. Yes, thank you. I'm looking for somewhere to sleep. Times Square. Okay, I found Times Square. Huh. Crap. Okay, that was awkward. I think I just recorded a little bit ahead and the camera was paused for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. So, we're on West 46th Street and 10th Avenue, and I found an abandoned tenement. I'm going to make a quick note of the location, because the first time I came here, I made a note that this is where I'm going to want to sleep. So, thankfully, we randomly found it. I'm not sure how you're supposed to know this is here, to be honest. Unless, I think the game might have come with a map, which would have been really handy. But I luckily found it, so enter. Enter. Go in tenement. Thank you. Look around tenement, or whatever. We're in a cramped vestibule. Building once held 12 apartments, and a very... Okay. Enter hallway. There is a smell of must and wet ashes. Your feeling you've been here is now almost a certainty. Okay. Cool. The pattern of the peeling wallpaper, pea green rosettes, and khaki-colored leaves, that's ugly as hell, against a background of sickly ochre, seems to come straight out of some childhood nightmare. Dismal, but even in its dismalness there's a kind of fascination. On the right side of the hallway is a door of an apartment. Facing this door is an empty door frame that allows a view of the desolation of what presumably was once another apartment on the left. At the far end of the hallway is a staircase to the second floor. Okay, so right side is the door to an apartment, and then another apartment on the left. Let's go right. Go right. Listen. Force door. Go in right. Okay, well, whatever. Go left. Oh, okay. Living room. You enter what must have been once a railroad flat. The room is empty except for a ruined television set, its shattered screen spread across the warped linoleum floor like a silvery autumn leaves. A pair of windows that once looked out in the street have been covered over by sheet metal, but there are smaller windows looking into an air shaft. And those emit a murky fraction of outside lights. Okay, so you can either go back to the hallway or go north. Go north. Enter what must have been a bedroom. You see a rectangle of grayness on the floor. Okay, so we have the remains of a bed. One door leads to the south into the living room, and another... Okay. Let's go north before I sleep. I want to see what's in here. Facing broken bottles, cast iron bathtub, door this icebox, poster on the wall. What if they gave a war and nobody came? The shattered bottles outside the window trigger just the shadow of a memory. Your hands deftly mixing the contents of an odd collection of bottles over a rickety oval table in a hot, dirty room. You hold a flask up to the light and start to shout excitedly to the empty room. But before you can grasp the heart of your exultation, it fades into the drab reality of the tenement walls, leaving you as confused and dejected as before. That's sad. Okay, sleep? In the last hour of the night you have a dream, and when you wake to the first gray monochromes of dawn, you try to remember what you dreamt, for you know that the dream explained why this building inspires such a sense of deja vu. All you can remember, however, is a woman's face. She smiled and spoke some words. Was one of them cheese? And just as you were about to kiss her, you awoke. So beautiful. The curve of her lips, the arch of her brow, the radiance of her hair, that smile, perfection! You hope that the dream arose from some memory of the life you lived, not from your imagination. For if there is such a woman in the world, then your life has a long-term purpose. Love. Okay, so there's love interest. The light of another day reveals the dismal reality of your waking life. Okay. We have survived our first day of amnesia. We got... Last episodes, we acquired the things in the hotel, like the address book and the code wheel. Then we almost got married, bribed the bellboy, learned who we are, wandered around Manhattan a little bit, almost got arrested, stumbled through Times Square. We're still wearing a tux, by the way. Then we found an abandoned tenement, which apparently we remember, and we slept. And that is going to be it for this episode. I hope to see you next time with Amnesia.